Hello YouTube, Jay here, and welcome back to the Glove Room. Big day for me today. I'm going to be doing my first product review, and it's going to be on the Qore Performance Hydration Sleeve. And a lot of you guys are not familiar with Qore Performance. That's all right. And you guys don't know what a hydration sleeve is. That's all right too. That's exactly why I'm here today. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's hit me up on Instagram at PickleTheBeast417, and also emailed me at thejetstohome@gmail.com. One of the things that you guys email me all the time is, what is my favorite X? You know, what is the most durable pair of batting gloves, my lightest pair of cleats, favorite wood species of bat, favorite glove for this position or that position. I think that that's great. Keep that stuff coming in whatever format you want to send it. I can deal with that all day and all night. And I'd like to think that I get back to all of you. And if you guys have any questions, just keep them coming. I also have a lot of constants in my bag that aren't related to gloves and bats and cleats and batting gloves. And some of that stuff is like pine tar. I use Pelican Bat Wax's all natural grip dip. They're a great company out of San Francisco, California, doing hand poured pine tar. Hit them up at Pelican Bat Wax on Instagram and also pelicanbatwax.com to get your very own t-shirt. This one's awesome, super soft and comfortable, but also get yourself a Clubhouse kit. Comes with grip dip, the stick, rosin, and a couple other things. It's a great little addition to any baseball bag. But let's talk about the East Coast, where Qore Performance, you like how I did that there? Okay. Qore Performance is leading the way in the idea behind wearable hydration. And that's a concept that's fairly new in the kind of the performance apparel industry. And when we all think about hydration, we think about Michael Jordan. We think about, being like Mike and drinking our Gatorade and making sure that we drink enough water before, during, and after we play. But it's more than just that. While you're playing and you're sweating, that's going to replenish, but it's not going to offload heat. It's just going to help put back in what your body is removing. So the process of evaporation, which is you sweating, is going to raise your internal core temperature. And your body uses 75% of its energy trying to thermoregulate to keep you as close to 98.6 as possible. That's really great. The body is an amazing machine that way, but one way that we can help is by offloading some of that heat through a process called conduction. And that's when you take a cooler substance and you put that on the skin, and that's going to actually help transfer some of that heat away from your blood or away from your body and onto something else. And that's where these little HydroCore inserts come in. These things are really amazing. This is filled with a hydrocarbon that freezes at 58 degrees. And this thing has been sitting on the ground for a while. And this is it, frozen at 58 degrees. It's fairly amazing. And these things sit inside, I guess I should use the sleeve, right? They sit inside of these little pockets, which sit on top of pulse points inside of your body. Let's talk a little bit about pulse points for a second. I'm sorry, it's the only sciencey thing that I'm going to talk about. But, well, it's actually going to be the other thing that I talk about, the second one. But there's 7 pulse points in the body. There's, above your temples, there's the carotid, there's the brachial, which is right here, the radial artery, the femoral artery, and there's 2 in your feet. And everybody knows that the tibial artery is posterior to the medial malleolus, right? No? Okay. It's on the inside of your ankle, behind your ankle bone. And there's one on the top of your foot. But those pulse points, by definition, are locations where arteries are, where blood flows close to the skin. So the best way that Qore Performance figured out to stay cool for longer is to take this cool substance here, cool I mean awesome substance, and put it inside of this little pocket and have it sit on the brachial artery. And what that does is it keeps your blood cooler for longer as it cycles through your body about once a minute. And it just means you're going to perform better. I mean, that's really what it, if you just take science out of it, you're going to be able to go harder and farther. You're going to be able to train better. You're not going to sweat as much, so your body's going to be using energy to be awesome as opposed to keep your body cool. And that's the reason why I love Qore Performance so much. They're doing great stuff for the United States military, elite athletes everywhere, and amateur athletes like myself. About a year and a half ago, when the co-founder, JD Willcox, came to me and asked me just to give one of his products a try, he had no idea how desperately I was looking for something like this. I kind of had a heat stroke scare at a baseball game in Northern Virginia when it was 90 degrees outside and 90% humidity, and I couldn't stop sweating. And I thought that I had done everything right, but it turns out that I didn't preload properly with the right amount of nutrients. And, you know, I was just so tired from the get-go. And, you know, I passed out. And I didn't make it to game 2 because I was lying on the bench with a towel over my face, just trying to get my head right. You know, I had lost about 5% of the total amount of water in my body. And anytime you get close to 2%, you're going to start to get in trouble. So it's just a slippery slope from there. So fast forward to Mr. Willcox bringing me one of his bicep sleeves. I was immediately intrigued by it, and I've been wearing those ever since. And now these sleeves, which are absolutely fantastic. So I recommend you guys go give Qore Performance a follow on Instagram. They're also doing a Kickstarter campaign for their hydration shirt. It's another innovative concept that Qore Performance has come up with. Besides the sleeves, they've got shorts. They've also got bicep sleeves. They got everything that you need. But this hydration shirt is one of those things that's going to put the performance apparel world on notice that you got to do something more than just compression. You got to do more than just wick away. You have to be efficient with your energy, and it's not just going to be about effort. It's got to be about efficiency too. So anyway, hit up Qore Performance. That's QORE Performance.com. I absolutely love everything that they're doing. And thank you very much for watching this product review. More stuff to come. And yeah, thanks so much for being a viewer and subscribing to this channel. I love you guys. Stay grassy.